The field will be cut in half tonight. The top teams off the bye and the remaining unbeatens hoping to stay 11-0 and punch their ticket to Week 13. Welcome into Football Friday. I'm Bethany Miller.
And I'm Jacob Hall. The gridiron was hot tonight as postseason battles played on our crews all over the area at the night's biggest games. And we have a dozen games on tap tonight, plus district champions crowned in single and double A. Incredible games there. We have that plus game-winning moments in the reaction from winning head coaches.
But first, let's begin in Class 6A. Manheim Township facing Cumberland Valley in the district playoffs for the third consecutive year and fifth time in the last 8 years. Two teams also played week one of the regular season. Third quarter, Township up 7-0. That's Carson Weiser to Darius Dixon. Makes a cut, and he's into the end zone for the 10-yard touchdown. Streaks up 14-0, but in the fourth, Eagles, they're looking for points. From the 18-yard line, Colton Stammy takes a snap, passes to Elijah Sherman. Look at the moves. Breaks the tackle for the touchdown. Eagles, though, still trail 14-7, but fast forward. That is the score. 13 seconds left, trying to equalize Cumberland Valley. But Stammy is intercepted in the end zone by Jaden Reed-Jones. What a game this was. What a finish. Blue Streaks survive the Eagles. The top seed Township wins 14-7.
Incredible game there. Of course, the rematch too. Lancaster Lebanon Section 1 team squaring off in the 6A playoffs as Wilson hosts Cedar Crest. The Bulldogs defeated the Falcons 14-7 back in week 5. Wilson strikes first here as Cordell Akings runs around the corner for the touchdown. The PAT was good, made it 7-0. The Bulldogs back on offense again. Same result. Cordell Akings gets in for the score. The Bulldogs advance a 28-3 win over Cedar Crest.
What a game that was. Well, our final 6A playoff game of the night was a clash of the Panthers. 8-2 Central York at home tonight against 7-3 Central Dauphin East. Now, after a quick 3-and-out by CD East to start the game, they got to punt it away. Short field, he's backed up into his own end zone. Brendan Smith would be on the other end, takes it at the 50. He's got wide open room, makes a cut. No one is going to touch him into the end zone. CY's offense, Jacob, doesn't even touch the field. They're already on the board, 7-0. CD East would have a hard time getting anything going on offense. That's fourth down, brought down by Micah Bowers. CD East turns it over on down. So Central York threatening in the second quarter. Give the rock to the man, the myth, the legend. Johnson, that is. Central York in for pay dirt. They have a lead at the half, and they go on to roll CD East. The final 47-14. That's the fourth straight district opening win for the hosts, the Panthers. So with that win, the Panthers of Central York will now go on the road in the bottom half of the bracket. Central York set to face Wilson next week in the semifinal round.
And in the top half of the bracket, the number 1 seed Manheim Township will await the winner of Harrisburg and Dallastown. Kickoff for that game is tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Now we go to our first 5A game of the night. Undefeated New Oxford facing one-loss Exeter. The Colonials went 10-0 for the first time in program history. We picked things up in the second. Colonials up 7-0, but the Eagles threatening. Jake Haffer hits the air deep to Carter Redding, the catch and run touchdown that ties the game up at 7. Then with under a minute to go until the half, Exeter rolling. Haffer again, the lefty throwing deep. The connection to Redding on fire all night. The Eagles take a 14-7 lead at the break, and Exeter with the big upset, Bethany, over New Oxford tonight. The Eagles deliver the Colonials their first loss of the season, 24-21.
Jacob, you called that one. Exeter is the real deal. After finishing 10-0 for the first time since 1985, Conestoga Valley beginning their playoff run against Shippensburg. Greyhounds coming off a win over Warwick in the first round last week. Conestoga Valley couldn't have asked for a better start. That's Isaiah Senseneg receiving the opening kickoff. Picks up some key blocks there before reversing field, heading for the end zone. That's an 88-yard touchdown. 7-0 Buckskins. Shippensburg would answer right back. 4th and goal from the 1. That's Mark Carruthers Jr. Follows his blocker, scores. PAT blocked, though, so it's 7-6, and Conestoga Valley takes control in the second quarter. They lead 21-6 at the half. Buckskins win their 11th straight. They stay undefeated. It's a 35-24 win over Shippensburg.
How about all these special teams touchdowns
tonight?
Tonight? Gotta love it. The two-time defending 5A district champs Cocalico looking to knock off undefeated Mechanicsburg in the quarterfinals. Wildcats up 7-0, looking to strike again here, but Cocalico's Chase Brenneman recovers the fumble from Eli Ryder. The Eagles would have to settle for a field goal. Mechanicsburg heating up. Ryder hands it off to Isaac Dolman, he gets the edge and then runs in for the 41-yard touchdown. The Wildcats take a 14-3 lead after that score, and they would keep building from there. Ryder would call his own number here on this play. He takes it 36 yards to the house. Mechanicsburg stays unbeaten on the year. A dominant win over Cocaligo tonight, 42-3.
Wildcats are the real deal. Well, let's wrap up Class 5A quarterfinals with the Lancaster Lebanon Section 3 champs Conrad Weiser hosting Bishop McDevitt Crusaders, up from 4A this season, trying to win the 18th district title in program history. We pick it up in the third. Crusaders, though, they lead 35-0. That's Stone Saunders not letting off the gas. Hits Dominic Diaz-Ellis. Bishop McDevitt leads 42-0. I like the celebration. You see that? Scouts would finally get on the board a little later. That's Donovan Gingrich to Davis Keepley. Crusaders offense stays hot. A 42-7 victory over the Scouts tonight. Conrad Weiser finishes the season 10-1. So let's take a look at the Class 5A semifinal bracket. Exeter will travel to face the undefeated Buckskins next week. CV hosting that semifinal round.
And in the bottom half of the bracket, circle this one here. Undefeated Mechanicsburg getting a visit from red-hot Bishop McDevitt. The Wildcats and Crusaders set to battle. Now let's move on to the 4A quarterfinals. Top-seeded Lampeter Strasburg at home against Elko. LS, if you'll remember, won 52-7 when these two teams played back in Week 8. And LS wasn't slowing down tonight. They take the first drive down the field. Caleb House, 31-yard touchdown pass to Danny Weichler, 7-0 LS early. The next drive, Elko driving. Steven Rosado takes it himself, bouncing off tackles before pitching it last second to Gavin Yeezer for a total of 15 yards. And then 2 plays later, Rosado would try to pitch again, but this time no one was there. Caleb House picks up the fumble and takes it all the way back to the house. The scoop and score, 70 yards for the touchdown, 14-0 LS. They would keep it going from there. This run right here, 23 yards by Dominic Brown. That puts them up by 21. The Pioneers win big over Elko, the final 42-7.
Well, another regular season rematch in Class 4A, West York and Eastern York. Both teams came into the game with 8-2 records. West York won 20-18 in their Week 6 Fog Bowl matchup. We pick it up in the second half, 2-point game. Bulldogs leading, 4th down for the Golden Knights. Ajami Valenti back to pass. He does, but it's tipped by the Bulldogs defense. Knights come down with it, but turn it over on downs. Bulldogs trying to extend their lead here. Isaac Roberts takes the handoff. Look at this run. Weaves his way downfield. Finally brought down at the 10-yard line. Now West York, they would go to settle for a field goal. Hopefully, maybe, but it's blocked. Don't worry though. Bulldogs do go on to win. Now this one was a defensive battle. West York beats Eastern York for the second time this season. The final, wait for it, 5-3.
Have you ever seen that before?
I can't say I have. Well, West York was victorious. Here's a look at the Class 4A semifinal matchups. Twin Valley and Lampeter Strasburg set to show down. That's a rematch from Week 9, which saw the Pioneers win by 48 points.
And then the bottom half of the bracket, West York awaits the winner of Wyomissing and East Pennsboro. That game set to kick off tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Don't change the channel. More highlights coming your way, including 2 district champions crowned on the gridiron.
I can't wait to see those games. Plus, less than 24 hours until kickoff at Beaver Stadium. We preview the whiteout when Football Friday returns.
the Schuylkill Valley Cheerleaders, and you're watching Football Friday.
Well, she started off quiet on that one. I didn't know if I liked it. It kind of built the suspense a little bit.
They were loud as well, kind of living up to that Football Friday, welcoming us back. You know, all cheerleaders this year have been doing a great job, but we thank you to the Schuylkill Valley cheerleaders for tonight.
And it was the perfect segue, too, to lead us into Class 3A action. The Shamrocks and the Panthers looking to punch their ticket to next week's 3A championship. Trinity had a bye week last week, while Schuylkill Valley won 55-13 over Littlestown. Third quarter, Jacob Ness. He's going to fumble this ball. Schuylkill Valley recovers. The Panthers would capitalize too. Logan Narowski would hit Lucas Spots right here as he drops back to pass. That's going to be a 15-yard touchdown as he finds the end zone, and that ties the game at 14. And this game, Jacob, goes to overtime.
Gotta love it.
In the playoffs. I love it. Schuylkill Valley kicks a field goal in their first possession, so they take a 17-14 lead. But back come the Shamrocks. Trinity quarterback Mason Boyer is going to throw this ball. We've said it before. We'll say it again. That's Christian Joy in for the 15-yard game-winning score. Gotta feel good. Trinity won 20-17.
Christian Joy. Every week we say it, makes just every time makes plays. So now the Class 3A championship game is now set. The 1 and 2 seeds will battle on the gridiron for a shot at the title. Bermudian Springs and Trinity. A site and time for that game has yet to be announced. Let's head out to Donegal High School for the District 3 2A championship game between Lancaster Catholic and Steele High. Rollers up 21-0 in the third. Ymir Caesar rolls left, then throws back right across the field. A wide open Nazir Fuller for the touchdown. 29-0 after the 2-point conversion. Lancaster Catholic, though, gets on the board a few minutes later. Chris Baumler jumps the route, takes it all the way back to the house for the 79-yard pick six, but Steele High was able to close out this one to win their 5th consecutive district title and 17th overall. The final over Lancaster Catholic, 36-7.
They brought in and they worked. They went to the underground. We didn't get a lot of attention on us. We just grinded. We just worked. We just believed. And our motto's been about for the room. And we said we're going to commit to doing things right in the classroom, in the community, and on the field for each other in the room. So I think for the room motto speaks for itself, and it's the standard that our kids and their program has set.
Well, you know what's so impressive is that they have a target on their back every year, and every year they deliver. Well, more hardware up for grabs tonight. DeLone Catholic, York Catholic squaring off in the 1A championship game. We pick it up 8 seconds to go in the third. That's Evan Kipple with the quarterback keep, ties the game at 14. But Squires strike when the fire's hot. 6 minutes in regulation. Logan Ford is going to take this rock in for the touchdown. That is the game winner as the Squires best their rival. They win the Single A District 3 championship. You gotta love seeing the celebration. 21-14.
They accomplished something that's theirs forever, and you know, you can't take it away from them. And you know, when they come back, and they'll always be able to say in 2024 we were district champs. It's not much better than that.
Well, you gotta love the celebration. 2 district champions already crowned.
Definitely. Steele High, of course, this is their 5th in a row, but 1st in 2A, so that's a big accomplishment. And then over a rival, does it get better than that?
I don't think it does.